Greetings! This is a four-part flow that you can piece together or you can take one by one. This is my friend Mr. Bigglesworth, also known as Bunners. So we're going to be doing a flow in the style of core strength Vinyasa. We're going to start with a warm-up that will be mostly core sun salutations. So let's start with the breath. You might want to have a couple blocks handy, but otherwise we're going to try to do a pretty naked practice, prop-wise, not clothing, unless you want to, because if you're in your own home, do what you want. A little sitting on the heels, like you're at a tea ceremony, one hand on the lap, the other hand on top. Maybe press the thumbs together. Using your active breath, we're going to try to use this breath throughout the vast majority of our movements. What we do here is we use the inhale to fill up, to pause, to ground, and to create space. And the exhale kind of draws energy in, activating the bandhas just enough. And it kind of moves us from a point of stability. When the breath is full in the body, it can be a little bit difficult to engage core muscles, leg muscles, side body muscles, because ideally you're filling up the whole body and expanding. And to engage the muscles, there's usually a bit of a contraction. And so the low belly lifts from the pelvic floor through the heart. And then inhale, you'll find the full expression of your pose. The exhale lifts from inner thighs, pelvic floor, low navel, ribs and heart. Inhale. Release the curve of the low spine, just enough to fill it up, to push down the spine a little with the breath, and then to lift it back up again. All right, we'll just keep working with that. And I'm going to find child's pose first, or if you want to just jump right into down dog, that's what I'm going to do, mostly for the sake of time, but also because down dog's an okay opening position for me, so know your body. Know that all standing poses can be done on your knees and that you can pause the video and or go to child's pose and listen to the video anytime. Not all of you have a bunny to share your practice with, but if you do, you are one lucky yogi. Alright, so down dog. First, stretch the arms and the chest out. Let the legs bend. Chances are your hamstrings don't want to stretch to max right off the bat. So take the hips, wiggle them, be really soft and loose. And then after you stretch the arms out, take a little lift of the low belly towards the ribs so the ribs knit in and back. Put a little more weight into the hands so the shoulders move about 2-3 inches closer to the wrists. So you're not just jamming out in your arm sockets. All right, inhale, widen your seat, bend the knees, kind of stick your bottom up, but not quite like to the sky, more like behind you. And exhale, lift through your tippy toes, inner thighs, draw your belly from the inner thighs and wave it forward to plank. Take your knees down if you need. Breathe in here, lengthen from heels to the back of the skull. Exhale, take it down. Let's go diagonal chaturanga. You can still lift your low belly and build a lot of strength there. Keep the shoulders lifted. And then from here, rise from your belly. Reaching at the top with an inhale, exhale, take your knees back to a bunny-filled child's pose. Wave it side to side, and then come to a stillness, let things relax. If your head doesn't touch the floor in child's pose, you can always use your hands or a block. When you're ready, spread the webbing of the fingers wide, press into the inner palms. Draw your elbows up towards the sky by rolling your arm bones in the sockets. And come forward. Try to keep that engagement that's spreading. And then come up to down dog. Take your feet together at the back of the mat. As you inhale, soften your knees. Elbows also soften down towards the earth. You don't have to go crazy like down to dolphin. Just a little bit. Drawing the upper arms in towards the ears. Inhale. As you exhale, lift up to your tippy toes, draw the low belly so the hips get super high, and then walk to the front of the mat. heel, ball, toe, walking meditation. And then feet side by side. Bend the knees, rest on your upper thighs. Grab opposite elbows. A wee ragdoll here. On your next inhale, hands into your shins. Wave the spine long. Inhale. Tail reaches back. But I'm not overarching my back. I actually have this feeling of space in the side body. And then as you exhale, lift from the low belly. Extend the spine. And then inhale. Release. So just keep that going a few times, pulsing the inner body with the breath. You don't have to be quite as exaggerated as me. I'm kind of doing it for your benefit, but also because it just happens to feel okay right now. On your next inhale, set your hips in place. Tailbone reaches kind of towards the back edge of your mat. Exhale, lift only your belly. When you stack your belly button over your hips, you can start to rise up, heart over hips. Inhale, reach up. I am now the headless yogi, but no worries. I won't be here for long. Exhale, fold. Hello. Take it side to side. Close your eyes for a minute as you're folding forward. And just check and see if with the eyes closed you feel a little bit unsteady. Bend the knees again. Don't totally go for locked out straight legs right off the bat because you do have a stretching reflex that will kind of shut down because it's a little bit too soon, right? All right, inhale, wave the spine long, hands on shins. Even if you can reach the floor, you can get a little bit more drawing in of the musculature here. Even when my hands are in my shins, I'm not chicken winging. I'm rolling my elbows back towards me. And as you exhale, plant your hands. Remember how to spread the webbing. Step left foot back, high lunge. If you want to do the sequence on your knees first, you can. Otherwise, inhale, press your back foot and or knee, front heel. Exhale, draw your heel and your toes towards one another as you stack your vertebra the same way we did in Tadasana. Inhale, exhale, fists of fire. Now my back leg is bending, not because my back leg's bending, but because I'm using that lifting, especially the left side pelvic floor, up as a pulley to draw my leg muscles up into my body. So it's not so much a bending of the knee, but a lifting from behind the navel of the muscles. Inhale one more time. Exhale, float the hands down, left hand to block or floor, sweep the right arm back. Let only the arm bone do the work for the first two. Check in with your left hip. Does the bone in your left hip shine down or is it rolling to the right? If so, square the hips. Exhale, lift belly from inner thighs, roll chest to the right, reach high, or keep your shoulder here. So if you're like this, see a lot of this in class. What you have to do is organize chest, shoulder, and then the arm. Good. Take the knee down. Curl your back toe under. Stretch the front leg a little or a lot without the hip going off towards the side of your mat. So you may not be able to go as far as this. That's fine. Good. Hands down. Step back, down dog. Inhale, bend towards the earth. Exhale, rise from the inner ankles, thighs, low belly, ribs, heart. Breathe. Inhale. Exhale, take it forward and down. Shoulders stay above the elbows. Flip the feet. Inhale. Exhale, if you choose pointed plank and skip the knees and draw everything in first. With an exhale, breathe in. Get your feet somewhat closer together. As you inhale, soften the limbs. Roll in your elbows forward. Exhale, lift your belly and then the left knee to the sky. Circle once in one direction, breathe. And in the other direction. Straighten the leg out, only that leg. As you exhale, everything bends down towards the earth, scoops the low belly in, step. See how high my hips were compared to my shoulders? That's how I can not kill my shoulder here. And inhale, press down. Exhale, scissor in, rise up, breathe in at the top. Exhale, fists of fire. So remember, back leg isn't bending. It's the navel pulling up, connecting with the top of your thigh, drawing it in. Inhale. One more time. Exhale down. Right hand on block or floor. Take your back knee down if you like. Sweep left arm. Only the arm bone circles. Just figuring out what's going on in your shoulder joint today. On your next inhale, press down. Shine the right hip bone down. Exhale. Lift belly from inner left thigh. Reach to the sky or breathe in and stay put with your arm. Maybe it stays on your heart, like you're doing the Pledge of Allegiance. Take a breath here. Exhale. Back knee down. Flip your back toe if the balance is all right. Breathe in. Exhale. Draw the belly long as you extend the leg back. Take your arm wherever you like. The right arm doesn't lock. Good. Exhale. Forward. Step back. Inhale, soften. Exhale, wave. Curl on the same exhale. Come down to your diagonal chaturanga. Keep the same exhale. Rise the belly. Inhale. That's a long exhale. So the inhale will feel good, but if you need an extra breath, do it. Inhale, soften the limbs. Elbows down, knees forward. Exhale. Belly lifts. Right knee does two to the sky. Make a circle one way. Inhale. Make a circle the other way. Inhale, stretch only that floating leg. Exhale, scoop everything towards the earth. Draw below the navel into the body. Step it forward. Hello, inhale. Exhale, step back, leg forward again. Take your toe mounds together, the big toe mounds. If you can, heel slightly apart. Inhale, sink the hips back. Feel a width in the seat like a letter Y. Keep the hips here. Exhale, like there's a little roller rolling from your hip creases all the way up the front of the spine. Inhale, release. Exhale, fold it back. Inhale, wave the spine again. Exhale, hands down. This time, step or hop to the back of your mat. Inhale when you land. Exhale, wave. Make the apex of this wave into the pelvic floor. And then continue it. Taking it down, maybe flipping the feet. Lifting the belly, opening here. Notice my arms aren't locked. If they are, this is what happens. Little bending, squeezing. Take a breath or two. Exhale. Everything squeezes in. Flip your feet whenever you need to. That can be kind of uncomfortable. Inhale. Now from here, take the feet together to the back of the mat. We're going to do 3 Shakti kicks. To the front of the mat. Have fun. Hark back to your inner 5-year-old and allow it to be uncomfortable. I don't mean body-wise. If it's uncomfortable body-wise, like painful, you might want to skip it. But mentally, it might be like, what? What am I doing? So as you inhale, everything bends back and forward. Knees forward, arms back. And then with your tail continuing to lift because you're drawing the pelvic floor into the belly, just like we did here into this big down dog. Now, instead of straightening the legs right off the bat, you'll continue to keep the wave of energy peaking at the pelvic floor, low belly, but now you'll do that. So inhale. Do this one more time. Maybe come to the front, maybe not, and fold. And that's your warm-up. So either stop here, sit quietly, or wait for a moment or two for the next part to start.